And we're
Hey
live.
everybody, Uncle Luigi here with
And
my little nephew John, all grown up. Look at him now. He's such a grown man. Look at him.
hey, what's up?
Say hello.
Hello.
Okay.
How you doing, Luigi?
I've been better. I'm about to sit down and do a podcast with my favorite nephew. I'm gonna have
Okay.
a little bit of raspberry rosé. Hey, what do you want from me?
I don't know, but you're starting to make me want to speak a little bit of Italian, eh?
Hey, well, you used to speak a little Italian. You was a little bambino, you know.
I know, but I moved to California. But hey, you know what you want? You're making me want to do it again.
Do it again. I'm gonna try this raspberry rosé. Only 200 calories. Drink 200 calories before I drink 10,000 calories. Really?
Hey, well, Uncle
Yeah.
Louie, right? Why don't you introduce what we're doing here? This is our second podcast at the Fake Mafia.
Okay.
Give us a formal introduction.
Hey,
Saturday Night Lifestyle.
everybody, this is our second podcast. Joey and John Stramaglia's favorite podcast. Tuning in live, the Fake Mafia. Podcast live now. Here we go.
All
First
right. First question. All right, Louis, how long you been alive for?
how long I've been alive? I don't know. I think it says 1962 on my birth certificate. I got lost in the boat ride to Canada when I went to Canada before I went to Chicago with
Yeah.
Nino.
Wait, you have a family in Canada? You think you'd have family in Italy? Why in Canada?
Well, I'm a Canadian Italian.
A Canadian Italian.
Yeah.
All right, that's new to me. Usually, you figure you go from Italy.
I'm just getting into figure of speech. What it really means is I came across the ship twice, went back, talked to his sister, came back, and then went right back around again. What do you want from me?
All
I like
right.
to travel. I like to get out.
All right. So, was it you that like your parents came here first, or your grandparents?
Parents came here first. It was me that came here first, Belby.
Oh, you did.
I came here first.
Oh, so you're not a generation immigrant. You're an immigrant.
I'm a natural born immigrant right here in the United States.
Where
Anyway, I'll tell you about a little book I've been reading, John.
you went to where were you born?
Where was I born? You don't even need to know that, okay? I'll tell you where I was born. Anyway, been wanted to tell you about this book I read, The
Okay.
Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh, that's a great movie too.
Not only is it a great movie, it's a great book. It's a good read.
Oh,
Nothing more that Luigi likes to do on the weekends than curl up to a nice book.
I'm not sure that says the Count of Monte Cristo. Is that what it says on there?
Talking about it's the Count of Monte Cristo.
Bring that closer to the lens if you don't mind.
Let me uh let me just tell you a little bit about this book before I do that, John. Because I
Uh,
want to do that. But before I do that, I want to tell you a little bit about this book.
you kind of remind me of Goulet.
Oh,
Robert
Goulet's a good fella.
Robert, do you know Robert Goulet?
Do I know Robert Goulet? Robert Goulet and I, we did a show down in Kansas. Twice. Twice.
Twice. Uh,
Anyway, the Count of Monte Cristo.
yeah, read it. Read your favorite line out of that book if you don't mind.
Oh, my favorite line on the book? Yeah, sure. And then Dante came to down and he was on the ship to talking to Mercedes, and then was love in love. He was in love. So right here, they was in love. So they the ship crashed, and then he was in the tower, and then he came down and he married Mercedes. The end. Great book. Hey, let me ask you
That
something.
sounds like a great book. You know, I've seen the movie before. Is that what do you have you seen the movie?
Oh yeah, I've seen the movie. I was in the movie.
What do you think's better, the book or the movie?
I think the book and the movie were both equally good, John. I don't really. I'm not. I'm not Ricky Rooney. I don't just pull decisions like this out of my hat. Both good.
Uh,
Both
so,
good.
So if you don't mind me asking, how long have you been? Where do you live now?
Where do I live now? I don't live anywhere, Bobby. I live in New York. I live in Chicago.
How long have you been in the states then? If you don't mind me asking.
How long have I been in the States?
Yeah.
Longer than you've been alive. And not only that, let me ask you this: When were you? When were you? When were you so smart, huh? When were you so smart?
When was that bookmarked?
So smart. You know who you remind me of? Your cousin uh, from the Bronx. What's his name?
Gillette.
Gillette. You remind me
Gillette.
of Gillette.
I like Gillette. What's that little pendant around your neck?
Mhm. What's this pendant around my neck?
Yeah.
This pendant around my neck. This symbolizes the Saint Joseph coming down from Caesar, and they were doing a thing, and then one of the heads fell off. It's a sad story, but it's all right there in the inscription. It's a beautiful necklace. My grandmother gave it to me.
That's amazing. That's
I
amazing.
put it inside the cross before I kneel and do 10 rosemarys. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, Uncle Giuseppe, is that your name? My uncle, I should know who you are. You're my uncle, Uncle Giuseppe.
Remember your Uncle Luigi?
Oh, Luigi. Sorry, I got so many uncles. It's hard to keep track of. Um,
Remember his Uncle Luigi.
hey, Uncle Luigi, it was great talking to you. I have so many questions for you. I think
Okay,
we should you know, definitely get some coffee, maybe have a little family reunion one day.
get some coffee. Yeah, let's go get some coffee.
All
Let's
right.
yet. Let's go get some raspberry rosé. Only 200 calories.
All right.
Anyway, thanks for having me on your second podcast.
Anytime, anytime.
I appreciate you doing this. I think it's doing a lot of good. I think it's bringing a lot of peace and prosperity to everyone.
You know what? I like to think if there was a second Berlin Wall,
If there was
we
a second
we,
Berlin Wall, be built
we
around you, baby.
I,
Okay, thank you very much. I gotta go.
what I was gonna say is yes, I do think our podcast is doing a lot of good. You know, it might be a stretch. It's only our second podcast, and we have probably two listeners, if that. But I'd like to think of those two listeners that we would be potentially have enough influence to bring down the second Berlin Wall.
Bring down the second Berlin Wall. Hey, so
Hey, it's Joey. What's up, Joey? Can we do a formal introduction now? This is Joey Stramaglia, this the
you
first
want
host of
a
this
introduction?
podcast. Hold on, we can't talk over each other because the camera goes crazy. What were we saying?
How come I can't see the camera move?
You can't?
Okay, okay, never mind.
Can you?
Um, yes.
All right. So, we have to take turns talking because if we keep talking over each other, the camera will go kind of crazy.
Okay.
But hey, it's good to see you, Joey.
Good to see you too, John. You
That
look.
was so was that your just your uncle or is that my uncle too?
Oh, that's our Uncle Luigi. I mean, we're cousins. That's our Uncle Luigi.
Yeah, I know, but you know, in Italians, you got so many uncles and aunts, you don't know
Goes
who's
by
who.
Luigi. Goes by Luigi.
Okay, cool. Seems like an interesting guy. You have all these interesting characters at your house every morning.
You know, I always say that the more interesting characters that you have around your house in the morning, the better off you'll be.
So
And
what
my
you do?
motto working for me. So,
What'd you do for President's Day today, Joey?
President's Day is always a day where I take to reflect on all the presidents and what they did for us, dying on the cross. And
Well, that's great. You know what I did?
what'd you do?
I actually went to the Presidential Library, Ronald Reagan Library.
Oh, well, hey, good for you. You know what? I was being disrespectful earlier to the American presidents, and I shouldn't have been because they've contributed a lot to who I am today.
It gave me dude, I haven't been there since it opened. Grandpa took me. I'm not sure if you were there a long time ago.
Oh, really? Yeah, they used to go there.
Yeah. I mean, he
I,
took me
I
there.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that was last time I've been there, so I haven't been there since.
Yeah, how was it?
It was actually really cool, man. It's kind of inspiring seeing somebody like Ronald Reagan and all his accomplishments, and that's I, I became super curious on Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, he was a great president. He was a great president. Have you seen that meme going around on Instagram where it talks about where he was talking about if tyranny comes to this country, that it's going to come through liberalism and leftism? That was a great quote. That seems to be coming true. But
And you know what's crazy though, if you don't mind me saying this, what's crazy is liberalism back then seems I'll take that all day long compared to liberalism nowadays.
yeah, yeah,
Like even hardcore liberals back then were like, whoa, this is like a new level.
yeah. I'd agree, man. I would agree. I can't even stand talking about it, really, to be honest, because
Yeah, I can't either. I really can't.
so ridiculous on so many levels. But at the same time, there's all of these, it's tough. It's all. I mean, some things aren't hard. Like anyway, I don't even want to get into it. I don't even want to get
Dude,
into it.
all I know is when I went to that, we didn't even do the tour. It's President's Day, so it's like free day.
Yeah.
So it's more. It felt like more of like a kids event. There's a bunch of like, like wannabe Abraham Lincolns walking around giving speeches. Theodore Roosevelt. It was actually pretty cool. And,
Oh,
and there was so many people there.
well,
And
it's President's Day, so they probably really did it up.
yeah, but like I'm just always under the impression like who really goes to these things? Who takes their kids to these things?
No, the Ronald Reagan Library is pretty cool. I've been there
Yeah,
like
it was so packed and it was so encouraging. All these families
that's
taking their
great.
kids to these events, because you hear on the news all day how this country's going down, this and that. But I'm like, is it? I don't know if it is. This is like a pretty American old, Constitution, I mean, event, and it was packed, dude.
Nice. Yeah. I I agree, man. I don't know how bad things are either. And frankly, I don't really care.
Yeah, but
That's not true. I do care. I just don't want to talk about it. I just don't
I was
want to.
just, I was encouraged about like Ronald Reagan. Like he didn't come up privileged. He was just a good man. I mean, everyone has their faults, but
Yeah.
I mean, rumor has it he was like a pretty. I mean, who really knows what a man is? But rumor has it he'd read the Bible every day. Um, Pretty impressive. Who's that? What was his name? Who had that big birthmark on his head back in the day? Cloth or something like that.
Klishnikov.
No,
No, Gorbachev.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like they started off enemies, right? But by the end of it, they were like best friends. Um,
Holding hands, skipping through the daisies.
no, they just became like really good friends, and that was the reason why.
Wouldn't it be nice if
But I guess there's a story of God, I can't remember his name. I'm saying Klitschkoff, and that's not right. But how
uh,
he came
so,
in,
wait, that was Boris Yeltsin with the
he had the big scar, the not scar, but the birthmark, the
on his
red thing on
yeah,
his head.
mark on his head. Yeah. Or
What's
no,
his name?
I forget. Gorbachev. I think it's Mikhail
No,
Gorbachev.
it's Gorbachev. It's Gorbachev.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall.
Yeah, and they ended up being, they're enemies at first, but they became like best friends.
Oh, cool.
So, after the presidency and after all that, I guess
Yeah.
Gorbachev came to visit Ronald Reagan at his Santa Barbara ranch.
Oh, wow.
And like Gorbachev, he's running some countries, living the palace life, and he came to visit Ronald Reagan, and he thought like he was confused because like, is this man living in the maids' quarters? Because he lives so humbly.
Oh,
He
really?
came to visit him at a Santa Barbara ranch. Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. Dude, that property up there is. I'm not a huge fan of Simi Valley. I'm sorry for all your Simi Valley and people listening to this. I love Simi Valley. It's beautiful,
Simi
but
is always home. That'll always be home for me.
yeah, I mean, to each their own. But
Uh,
man, you go up on that property and you look around, that's a beautiful land.
yeah, yeah. Well, right on, man.
You know Ronald Reagan and I'm like on this Ronald Reagan kick right now. Him and Nancy, they're both buried there. You can go see their burial. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Uh,
just impressed, like how just how do you get to that level of like, obviously you have to have charisma. A lot of people say he was a hard worker. I'm like, there's a lot of hard workers out there. It's something else.
yeah. I don't know what it takes to become president. I mean, you obviously have to be.
Well, no, he was a great man even before he was president.
Yeah.
Successful, I guess I should say.
He was an actor.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
So, anyways, I'm just well, basically my point is that I'm way more of a
Political pundit.
no I'm a little slow right now.
Aimless wonder.
Patriotic than you are because I actually went to a president museum on President's Day.
Nancy Pelosi clap for you. Actually, I won't support that clap. I think that was really just rude of her. That's I thought that was rude. But hey, why don't we just stay away from politics a little bit? What else do we got?
I wasn't even talking about politics. I was just talking about how I love Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, yeah. I love him too. We were good friends.
Yeah. Hey, Joey, you tell me what you want to talk about then, dude.
Okay. I have a list here.
Okay, bring it on.
Okay, so the rain.
Let me ask you a quick question though. What cologne did you put on today?
Well, today I didn't go into work, so today I put on the Musk Imperial. And the Musk Imperial for sense of vision, I'm going to bring that out real fast. Let me just show you a couple things. So the thing that's great about the Musk Imperial is that it is almost completely natural, 89% natural, 89% raw natural ingredients. Now, folks, most fragrances out there have about 4 to 7 raw natural ingredients. Guess what the rest is? Chemicals and synthetics made to smell like the real thing. Well, guess what? You don't need any chemicals or synthetics with this bottle because it's all in there. It's real bergamot. You're smelling bergamot, you're smelling bergamot, not chemical. Damn it.
Is that the one I smelled the other day?
This is the one I gave you.
I know. You know what? I was bummed out because I wanted to actually put it on today. Really?
I'm sorry. I just get carried away when I bring that cologne out. It's so
good. That's the one I wanted to put on today.
Why didn't you do it?
Because I left it. Like you gave it to me. I put it in my little side pouch of my jacket.
Oh.
And left that jacket at my dad's house.
You left it at your dad's house?
Yeah. But I'm going back there tomorrow, but I'm just saying I didn't have it tonight or today.
Oh, that was a family heirloom.
Well, it's at my dad's house, so it's still in the family possession.
Okay.
But that thing's cool for a quick it smelled very California-ish.
Yeah. Well, it is really fresh. I mean, I'm not kidding. It really is my favorite. So this is a fragrance I would wear if I was going to the beach or to the pool. Probably more so the beach. The pool, I might wear something a little bit more sweet. I would. Like the Hanamore. Have you tried the Hanamore, John? I didn't give you a chance to get a real demonstration when you came over the other night, and I apologize.
Yeah, I smelled a few of them.
I was preoccupied, and I didn't give you the time you deserved, and I'm sorry.
That's hard to do. Like, how are you going to show people 5 different colognes when you got to spray it? It's almost like you got to go like 30 feet every spray because after a while you start smelling the same thing.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I try not to show like more than 3 or 5 because it does start to blend together. Yeah, that's definitely true to some degree. But
what's wrong with you? You have a headache? You keep rubbing your head.
I just got a haircut and I don't like it.
It looks exactly the same.
It's not.
Dude, if anything, it looks like you have more hair than I last saw you.
Well, I don't really want to necessarily. So if she was supposed, it was this new lady. So I'll tell you a story, everybody. So I've
Where
been.
where do you get your haircut?
What?
Where do you have where do you get your haircut at?
I was just about to tell you before you interrupted me.
Oh, sorry.
I have
Continue.
to start over. So I usually go to this place called Modern Barber here in Tustin. Actually, it's called Mom Barber. May I help you? At least that's what you get when you call in on the phone. But so I found this really great lady. I was going to somewhere before I was paying like $60 a haircut. It was awesome. She would take a razor to my hard part. She would clean up everything with a razor, my neck with a razor, and get a little neck rub at the end. But then it cost $60. So I had to cut back on that because I wanted to get my haircut twice a month. Any gentleman out there that wants to keep a nice clean look, you have to get your hair cut at least every week and a half to 2 weeks max. That's in my opinion, at least for me, because I get neck hair that comes all the way down here, and you gotta get that cleaned up. So the bottom line is, I could go twice to this other lady, $30 piece, and I don't just get all the little extra frou-frous. So she doesn't take a hard part to my razor, but she takes the buzzer. She did a great job up until today when I called to find out she quit.
She quit. Why would she quit?
She quit, didn't leave any information. And that's another thing. I can't believe that she would just leave town. If anybody out there cuts hair, give your clients your phone number before you just disappear off the face of the earth. I mean, she's destroying my life.
Maybe she got married and doesn't want to cut hair anymore.
Damn it, John.
That is a thing though when you find somebody good to cut your hair. I think that's why I might have had long hair my whole life. I just
Like,
didn't
I
want
was worried about when she was going to die. I wasn't thinking she was going to leave me all of a sudden so soon. I was like, finally found somebody, and I call in, and she's just vanished. I'm like, is there a glass slipper?
Dude, finding a hairdresser is like finding a good girlfriend. That's why it's like you find one and what?
I Surrey thought I asked it a question, and she just told me that Surrey don't.
Ask her if she's ran by the government.
I don't even want to mess with that because it scares me.
That's funny, huh? You're a human scared of a phone, but I don't blame you.
Well, I'm scared of Alexa.
Yeah, I am too. But let me ask you this. It's yeah, I feel you find somebody that can cut your hair well.
But I love her.
We were just talking over each other. What'd you say?
I was talking about Alexa. Never mind. I just said I loved her, even though she's stupid sometimes and she is annoying sometimes.
Have you ever thought about renaming Alexa something else?
What's that?
Have you ever thought about renaming Alexa something else?
I wonder if you can do that. Can you do that?
Oh yeah, you can totally do that. You just got to log in, do your thing or whatever, and yeah, it's you can definitely do that.
Oh, that's cool. You know what? I'm gonna. What
You gotta have the password there because my girlfriend at the time she had one and I wanted to put it. What?
Girlfriend who? It sounded like you said your girlfriend time.
At the time had one
At the time.
and I wanted to play a joke on her, so I looked it up how to switch the name, and you can do it, but you got to have their login information and all that. So yeah, you can definitely do it.
Okay, I wonder what should I name Alexa? What should be the new name for my Alexa bot? How about Sterling?
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
If I were Amazon, whatever, I would market the new what's it called? What's the thing called?
Alexa?
Alexa, yeah. I would market it and make it so I would literally have the commercial where you can whisper and it can hear you. My biggest thing with Alexa is you have to yell. It's like Alexa, Alexa. That annoys me.
Probably that too, I bet. Like
What?
you could probably adjust that in the app.
Really?
I bet you could. The
That would
sensitivity.
be awesome. There should be a commercial where it's like you're in a normal voice, like, "Hey, yo, Alexa, play this." It
That's
says like, "I did not hear you. Say that again."
my Alexa is probably going off right now because she hears my voice and she's waiting for me to give a command, and I'm not doing it.
Dude,
I guarantee
that
she's
is
in there
creepy.
with the blue light looking this way, just begging to do a deed for me, and I don't want that. right now. I was just talking about Alexa, and then she's now recording everything I say and sending it to the FBI.
Wait, you can see your Alexa from where you are?
No, because the door's closed. But
Would you ever name your daughter Alexa?
what?
Would you ever name your daughter Alexa?
No, that would just be too complicated. I mean,
Would you pre-Alexa or prior before Alexa was ever made, would you ever consider that name for your daughter? It's a beautiful name.
yeah, it's a really pretty name.
What if I were to give you $2 million? Would you name your daughter Alexa?
Why would you need to give me $2 million? I mean, I would take
Just so I can laugh at do this. Do you name this
$2
daughter Alexa?
Why would you laugh?
Because I'm rich and it's funny to me.
That's rude.
No, it's hypothetical, dude. Because it's obviously like a blown out name now because of this machine. So I don't think you could be in your right mindset and name your daughter Alexa. So my point is, how much money would it take to name your daughter Alexa?
Not 2 million. How about I would take what's the lowest I would take, you're asking? I
Oh,
would
you go
take
below 2 million.
huh?
You go below 2 million?
I would yes. Yes, John.
I
It's
guess
not
it's,
that bad a
I guess
name.
that's the smart move. Who cares?
If you wanted me to name her like Dorby Hugh, I would then you would have to pay me a lot more. But for Alexa, sure, I could be convinced for probably 25 grand.
Damn.
Yeah.
I like your honesty. No, come on. 25 grand, you name your daughter Alexa?
What's wrong with Alexa?
It
I
just,
guess I don't. Maybe I should reconsider. What are you saying that? How could I so casually name my only daughter? Just what someone's randomly willing to pay me? What's the real problem here, John? Why don't you get to it?
that it seems Alexa so redundant. It seems like there's going to be problems down the line. Um, I mean, is there a huge issue? No. You're probably right. I'm probably overthinking it like usual. I don't know.
You are totally overthinking it. So you're telling me that okay, how invested are you into naming your children that you wouldn't? So if somebody offered you 25 grand to name your son, let's say you're debating between five different names. You're like Bob, John,
No,
George.
it has nothing to do with me. It's my daughter who probably is going to grow up her whole life being like, "Hey Alexa, hey Alexa, hey Alexa," because everyone is going to be in their house saying Alexa all day long. So then her name's Alexa too. So she's just going to get
By the time you
invested.
have a daughter and she's doing walking around the house and getting called by her friends, there's going to be a news thing out that is connected directly to your brain.
So
And
you're willing to take that risk of a new thing coming out.
John, I'm willing to take that risk. You think that
You're,
Alexa's
you're going to take that risk for $25,000.
it's not that risky.
All right.
I was in no.
I first of all don't know. I know for a fact you weren't Nom, because if you were really a Nom, us in Nom we call it Nam.
Nom Nam.
We don't say Nom, we say Nam.
Okay, fine. I wasn't in Nom.
uh, hey, you work out today at all or what?
Yeah, I actually did.
Do you ever think about doing jujitsu?
Yeah, I do. But then I think I'd rather have $200 extra every month and not have
So,
that. You know what, man? I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared of going in there. I'm scared of.
are you into the UFC at all, like fighting? I know you don't watch football.
Yeah, I think I do watch football and I do love football. I don't watch it. I don't follow it. I love sports.
I know,
If
but do you watch the UFC?
I'm shut in from the suburbs that doesn't get outdoors much. I know I'm white, but that's the way God made me.
I know, but do you watch the UFC?
Do I watch the UFC? Sure. Not. I don't really watch much of anything. I have the same routine every day. I go to
Do you
work.
watch the Fake Mafia podcast, bro?
I am the fake Mafia,
Mafia.
bro.
Uh,
Look at the chain. Look at the chain. Headless Saint.
all right. What else you got on your list you want to talk about?
On my list, I know I talk about. So I wanted to mention what I was wearing today.
Yeah, let's hear about it. Those expensive clothes?
This is a clip of what I'm wearing today. Okay, so let me turn on this light right here. So what I'm wearing today, this is an H&M. Here, I'm gonna have to raise this up a little bit. So for you slimmer gents out there like myself, who are in quite good shape, like myself. No, just kidding. Yeah, I got this H&M. It's a great rusty color. Sorry, I'm just having trouble seeing myself, so I just don't know what's going on with the camera. I'm trying to get my whole body in there, trying to get the shoes in there because I got these new Donald Pliner loafers on sale at Nordstrom Rack. Very cool loafer, very casual, faux alligator skin, very, very, very fashionable, very cool and confident. Brings me to my product of the day. Today's product of the day is foot powder.
Powder?
You want your last? Yeah, foot powder. My feet sweat. Do yours?
Wait, hold on a second. Let's sit down and we're going to talk about this powder if you don't mind.
Well, let me first show you how it works.
No.
So you're only going to want a little bit to get this activated. You put a little too much, it's going to be floofing all over your flowers all day long. And you don't want that.
Wait, honestly, hold on. Stop. I have a lot of questions about this. I really do.
What's the questions, man?
You just sit down. I love wearing no socks with my shoes.
So in that case, you definitely want to get some of this foot powder.
I know, but there's a lot of that out there that they say it works, but it doesn't.
Who's they?
I want something that works.
Have you tried it before?
I haven't tried your brand. That's why I want to ask questions about it.
Have you tried any brand?
Oh, yeah. What's the one with the baking soda with the fist and all that? Armor. What?
Arm & Hammer.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different brands out there. I haven't even Skechers, they promote a shoe that has this technology inside of it where you can wear it barefoot and it doesn't stink. Maybe I just have stinky feet. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you,
if I could find a cure-all where I could wear my shoes. I just love wearing. Everyone's like, get the low-ride socks. It doesn't feel the same. I just want no socks on.
Yeah.
Do you think your powder could stand up to that?
You're gonna have to put a lot more. If you're going with no socks.
Yeah, I want a no sock powder, dude.
Huh?
I want a no sock powder that can do it.
Well, it's all the same. In my opinion, I haven't really researched it, but if you're going to wear no socks, you're going to have to put a lot of powder on.
That's fine. As long as it fixes it. I don't care how much powder I have to put in.
What? You're just going to be poofing powder into the air. That's what I was trying to say earlier. When you put that much powder, it just comes, every step you take, it just gets all over your pants. But
I don't want that.
Huh?
I don't want powder poofing everywhere.
Well, okay, then there's also a foot spray you can buy.
Let me give you this. What if I wear it all day? You know, I live in San Diego, walking around. It's hot. We're by the beach, hanging out, skating, doing whatever. But then at the end of the day, what if I put a ton of powder in it? Will that cure it?
Okay, first of all, if you're going to be doing all that stuff with no socks, then you need to work in increments. Otherwise,
so there's no cure for it, right?
Your shoes. There's no quicker way to destroy your shoes than going barefoot in them.
All right, so your powder sucks. There's nothing out there strong enough for what I want to do, basically.
There is, but okay, here's what you could do. If you don't want the powder poofing everywhere, you buy the spray. But you're going to have to use a ton of the spray because guess what? The real world, you can't wear shoes without socks.
Yeah, but here's the counter to that. You put all that spray in there, it's wet. Your foot's in there with the wetness, sweating now with the wet spray.
It dries.
It's a dry spray?
Of course it's a dry spray.
All right, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, but you're gonna have to use like half the bottle if you're planning on going all day without a sock. Not half the bottle, but you're gonna have to
Oh
use
yeah.
it out and cover your foot. Maybe spray the shoe and take your shoes off every 3 or 4 hours. And because if you want your shoes to last forever, then you can't be wearing no socks in them. It's gonna destroy them.
All right. Well, if you want to be rich and somebody out there needs to figure out how to make that happen, where you can wear your shoes all day and they don't stink with no socks.
Yeah,
There's a big market out there. People love wearing their Vans with no socks. I'm just saying,
just find some better socks. There's good socks out there.
I don't want to wear socks. It just feels different.
Well, I'm just telling you that your shoes are gonna last a lot longer if you keep them dry.
Well,
And
I know they will, but my point is somebody out there that's smarter than me in the shoe industry, figure it out. Don't try to go to the moon and figure out a space shuttle. Try to figure out a shoe that doesn't stink with no socks on all day while
be a
I'm
true,
skating.
that
What?
would be that would be a true dedication to American society, is what you're saying.
But imagine if you could promote that in the shoe world, you'd kill it.
Yeah, I could do maybe some more research and see by the next podcast. I'll look into a little bit. We'll get back to you guys on that. Are you still there? Are you still there?
I'm getting a phone call. Oh, there you are. You're back.
Okay, there we go.
Did, no, what I was saying was nowadays suits, the style is to have a suit on the red carpet and you have no socks on. You're showing your ankle, right?
Okay, so the difference there is that you're talking about maybe 2 or 3 hours that they're wearing these shoes.
Yeah. They can get away with it.
They can get away with it. You're talking about wearing them all day while skateboarding. You're gonna
I don't know,
destroy
like walking, skating, just active lifestyle with no shoes on or no socks on.
socks. Get some good socks. That's what I recommend. That's what socks are for. Nothing's like a good sock. And then change. Get 2 pairs and then change the socks. Did I lose you? It's just me. Good. That's how I like it anyway. Now that I got you guys here alone, I don't even know if I'm alive still. Am I still alive? I see you in a small thing now. Are we even?
Yeah, we're kind of.
I think we're still live.
Yeah, now it's doing that weird thing where I got to switch the camera manually now. Talk,
Why does it do that? Maybe it's on a timer.
but it says we have up to 8 hours, and mine said poor connection.
Huh.
So I don't know. I don't like when it does this. Now I got to think too much.
So
Um,
anyway, let me get back to. All right. Well, maybe we can wrap it up then. Anyway, we did a good.
yeah, well, let's see how long we're at. Hold on, I got a timer going.
We're at 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know why. Like all of a sudden, like now I can just switch it manually, and I don't want to think about that.
Maybe it happens after 30 minutes.
It says up to 8 hours. I don't know. Maybe there's honestly better ways to do this. It's just going to take some investment, like to actually do it, because you got to buy programs. But for right now, this is like the cheapest and best way to do it.
Well, we need to get together, um, get you over here, and then like actually dig into some of these programs and see what.
I know all of it, dude. All it is money.
It'd be nice to have you here and just show me how to find things and navigate. You know what I mean, and how to do all that stuff.
Yeah, I'll show you. But how we're doing it right now,
Yeah.
it's the simplest and cheapest way without actually having to buy hardware or software.
Yeah.
Because there are better ways, even do it through YouTube.
Yeah.
That we can actually see who's listening to us. We can see who's commenting on us.
You don't know who's listening?
It won't have this Google stamp on it. We can put our own stamp on it.
Wait, do you not know how many people are tuned in right now?
I don't know.
Oh.
Unfortunately. But even through YouTube, there's other ways to do it, but you have to download an embedded program.
Okay.
I know how to do it. We'll sit down. We'll sit down one day and I'll show you all the options that we have.
Down.
But for right now, just to have something, this is our option.
This is our option, and it's going.
Yeah.
I think
it's better than nothing.
better than nothing.
Better than nothing. Somewhere it's a starting point. And but if we want to, I know exactly. I've been researching it for like a long time now, so I know exactly what it takes. I'll show you too, just kind of see if you have any questions. But as far as like quick, we're on it. It's still on our YouTube site. This is exactly what, it's our only option. So right now I gotta do manually, dude. It's
You
annoying.
know what?
So
It's great.
let's wrap it up.
I'm
What?
getting, it's great. You know what? It's good practice for anybody out there that wants to brush up on their social media skills, or even just brush up being being talking in front of people. I don't know. It's good for social media. I've been doing some live podcasts from my Instagram feed, and I've been feeling a lot more comfortable just because of some of the things that we've been doing here. And Instagram is a great tool for networking, and it's been awesome. So I was able to email the video that I did for my brand to my account executive, and she was thrilled. She thought it was awesome. So I recommend, this podcast is not our attempt to get our opinion out there or change my, or it's not even necessarily. It's
No,
really
we're just two cousins talking.
that's what it is. It's so
Like,
beautiful.
don't if you take offense to anything we say, like, do
We're,
not, do not, like, just stop it. You're being silly.
we're so sorry if you take offense to it. We're so sorry.
I'm not even, I feel sorry for you because
I
I'm a
feel sorry for
moron.
you.
Yeah.
I
All right, hey,
feel sorry for them. If they're gonna
let's
feel offended by us speaking our minds as two normal average guys who love society and contribute and want to be good men in the world, then damn them.
just if you have a real, just comment us, let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, I would love to know. I'd love to even have you guys on this podcast, talk to us live. I don't care if it's just let us know. I'd love to talk to you. I want to be proven wrong. I want to know I'm an idiot. Let me know.
You're an idiot.
Thanks. Thanks, dude.
I want people to tell me I'm an idiot.
Well, because I think I'm right all the time, so it's good to be humbled. All right, all right, Joey. Let's wrap this up though, because I'm switching this camera manually and it's annoying.
All right, let's wrap it up.
All right. So, anything new coming up for you?
Yeah. So
New
let's look.
phones you want to promote? New clothing lines you want to promote?
No, no, I didn't really get into this. Actually, a lot of what I'm wearing right now is H&M. Again, good for the slim gents. And Nordstrom Rack out here in Orange County. There's a ton of them. Great place to buy your shoes at a third of the cost. You can get shoes like Magnani or Donald Kleiner or Steve Madden. 100 different brands out there. You can get them for a third of the price. And give me a call because I will take care of you.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
I was
No.
gonna say, try not to.
Yeah. Just goofing around, everybody. Um, but yeah, had a great time. And next time, let's try and talk about.
I'm gonna do a quick shout out. I'm gonna shout out to Salty Living. That's the only thing I'm gonna promote tonight.
Salty Living. All right.
Salty Living. Come check out our furniture.
Salty Living.
Salty Living. Well, hopefully we'll have some videos up for you on some DIY videos. Blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
All right.
Oh, that's a great idea. Some DUI videos. That's cool. See, I
Yeah.
want to be able to like get to. I mean, there's tons of things that we could probably do on these screens, while this is going on. But
Yeah. Right now I'm switching it. Right now I'm switching it by hand, which sucks. It's annoying.
yeah,
That's why I can't like talk freely. It's I'm like, all right, I gotta switch to you. I gotta switch to me.
right.
Eventually, it's like you gotta hire interns or someone to do all this for you. That's what
We'll
most
hire interns.
we could.
I don't want to work for free anyway for us.
Intern work's huge, dude. I interned at so many places.
Yeah, huge.
No, that most podcasters they hire interns to kind of like do all this stuff for them. I mean,
We're
you go through them. It sucks because you develop a relationship, but then internships only last a few weeks, so you got to hire new interns. But hey, dude, they did all this stuff for us. It'd be awesome.
or maybe we hire them. We pay them $150,000 annual salary. Maybe we do that, John. Maybe we do.
No, you don't pay interns. Interns, you pay just getting the experience. You don't pay them. That's why it only, but they have to be in college. There's certain rules to it. They have to be enrolled in school and all that. They're just doing this for experience.
No, what I'm saying is we hire these interns, they clean up, okay? They got us live on every show from DC to New York. And so we decided to pay them a 7-figure salary. What's the big deal?
That's true. I didn't think of it that way. You're right. No, but eventually, when you get to, hopefully we get to a spot where we can pay people, and we think of like, dude, that intern was rad. Let's call him up and we give him a job.
Yeah.
That's the benefit of it. That's the benefit of it. So, anyways, all right. I love you guys. This is the second podcast of the Fake Mafia.
Second podcast of the Fake Mafia. Let us know if you want to be our intern. We're taking resumes now. We'll do it over the phone interview, and there may be a 7-figure salary in it for you. Maybe, maybe not. We're not saying, are we, John?
You know what? All I'm saying, it's a possibility.
All we're saying is it's a possibility. John, out.
All right. Love you guys. Out.
Love you guys.